Hi guys, and welcome back to a new video with the Omega Enthusiast. On today's video, I have two very special vintage Omega timepieces on me. I spent a lot of hours producing one of these 5 to 10 minute videos. Please support the channel by hitting on that thumbs up button below. I do not expect my video to go viral, but with your support, it will share to more viewers in the YouTube watch community. This way, I feel significant spending my time and providing my knowledge to you guys. Here I have two vintage Omega watches. This one is a 1947 Omega 30T2 under the case model CK2272. And this one is a 1963 Omega Constellation Paipan watch under the case model 167.005. Notice how both timepieces have a star on the dials? In a way, they are related, but do not forget that the first Omega Constellation was introduced in 1952. Hence, this 1947 Omega cannot be a Constellation model. So what exactly is this 30T2 watch? This right here is a vintage Brazilian market Omega timepiece. The star in the dial represents the 1940 Q Teddington Precision Reward in Brazil. And Omega 30T2 was rewarded most precise timepiece in that competition. Since the event was held in Brazil, Omega specially made these watches to be sold only in Brazil throughout the 1940s and to mid-1950s. I bought this timepiece from a Brazilian watch collector, and what he told me was the star on the dial existed in red, yellow, and blue. The color tone of the star does not differentiate the watch, but majority of the time, the star will appear in red. Yellow and blue star are very rare to come by. In fact, this is my first time coming across one with the yellow star. However, in general, any color star will be considered as rare. One thing to keep in mind is that there are many dials refinished with the star on the dial. So do not get too excited the next time when you see a star dial and buy it without further examination. Here are some examples of redials with the star, so be aware. The next time when you see a 1940s Omega with a special star under the Omega logo, you will know to refer that as the Teddington Star Brazilian Market Omega watch. Here is an ad from the 1940s. Not to mention that CK2272 is not the only model that came with the star on the dial, and this particular watch during 1947 could be worth around $50 US in today's exchange rate. Now that you know what the star means on the dial, let us learn a bit about this case model. CK2272 was first introduced in 1941, and this model existed in full steel or in solid gold. It was sold to other markets as well, so the next time you see a CK2272 without the star on the dial does not mean it has been redialed. The three-piece case has a removable bezel, the body of the case, and a snap-on case back. Case dimension of this watch measures 35 mm across excluding the crown by 43 mm from lug tip to lug tip. Thickness is 6 mm without the crystal and 9.8 mm thick if you include the current crystal. Crystal type is a regular low dome without the metal tension ring and made of acrylic. The inside crown is 6 mm in diameter by 1.6 mm thick. The lug width measures 18 mm. I like how the lugs have these easy spring bar release holes. Snap open the case back and you'll find the case model number and a 30T2 manual wind Omega movement. 30T2 was later replaced with caliber 265 during the end of 1940s. Make sure that the movement shows 15 joules instead of 17 joules. To keep the movement intact and in place, there are 2 case clamp screws. Alright, now let us look at this 1963 Omega Constellation pie pan. Can you guys guess what makes this common dogleg case constellation watch different compared to other dogleg case model? The case design is not rare, but the non-date makes the watch uncommon, and of course, rose gold out indexes and hands add more value to the watch due to rarity. But the main thing that I want to point out and educate you guys about is this little hallmark on the top of the left lug. That's correct. It is not a dent, but a hallmark to indicate that this watch was made for the Portuguese market. The hallmark is always located at the top of the left lug. You will see this hallmark on many Omega case models throughout the many decades and not only from 1960. If you guys would like to learn more about this case model, 167.005, please click on the link above. From watching my video, you have learned how to tell 3 different markets Omega watches. The star under the word Omega indicates a Brazilian market Omega. The hallmark on the top left lug indicates a Portuguese market Omega. And the word Fab Suisse on the dial indicates a French-made Omega watch, which is on a separate video that I made, and the link is just right above. That's the end of this video. Hope you guys enjoy it as always. Please support the channel by hitting on that thumbs up button below, and do not forget to subscribe so you won't miss out on my next video. If you have any comment or question, please leave them in the comment section below. My website and Instagram links are in the description box below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video.